Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today we are doing a creative journal setup in my current creative journal using the new Happy Planner sticker books from their spring release. This releases today, so make sure you go check that out in case there's anything you want to shop. I do have an unboxing video from yesterday that shows everything that I received from Happy Planner. Thank you so much to Happy Planner for sending it all to me. So you can go check that out if you want to see up close and personal all the other sticker books I received. There were 16 of them, and then the coordinating planners and other things that came out with this release as well. All right, so we're gonna get started. I picked out some sticker books that kind of had these really bright colors. I'd like to use them to set up some pages for April. So we are going to have to count because my current journal, this one goes through, let's see, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, March 31st. So that'll be the end of March. Then I need 2 pages for my April cover because I want to do a really large set of Dutch doors today. So we are going to do that. I'll just get a clippy to hold us here for now. And we have all these sticker books. I already did flip through, so I'm not going to do much right now in terms of flipping through, but looking at the back of these ones are more orange and reds, these ones are more pink, but the brightness of it and the fact that there is some orange and red in it, I think they'll look really lovely. We are going to do as many Dutch doors as we can in this, so let's start. I'm just looking at all these options. So we have all this, these two are the same theme, but this is like the sticker kit and 10 pages, and this is the sticker book 30 pages. So I think we will start with a line of fruit. I think that would look really nice. So we're just going to get started and see what happens. I don't really know how it's all going to come together, but as always, I start with the Dutch doors, then I build the outer parts, the front and the back, and then I put in all the function. So we're just going to go with it and see where we go. So I think we'll start here, which means we will have this over the spine as one day of writing, which I am always okay doing. If that's something that irks you, then of course you wouldn't want to do that and you'd want to make your Dutch door a little bigger, like start over here, or have a larger notebook. This is A5 sized. Okay. And these stickers are not perfectly symmetrical, but they are pretty close, so we'll be able to make do with making some Dutch doors. I'm just kind of grabbing a bunch of different stickers. I'd like to put in another strawberry, so we'll grab that one just for some more red. And this one's pretty orange, so let's use this one because this is a lot of yellow right here. And then let's just go ahead and use another one of these, maybe this way for that one. There we go. All right, so in order to do this, we need our gyro cut, we need our scissors, and we need a cutting mat so that we don't cut through the other pages. Okay. So first, I'll just trim these, and then I have a little pile of all the scraps that I'll throw away later. Okay. If you're new here, Gyro Cut is my preferred cutting tool, but you can certainly use anything, X-Acto knife, a little craft knife. I have some pen clicky craft knives that I like to use when doing straight lines. I like anything that has a rotating blade though for this stuff. You could also use scissors, but it's a lot harder because you have to kind of pick up the notebook and twist it as you're cutting with scissors, right? So this is a little easier. It does have a learning curve, so make sure you practice with it. Don't expect it to work perfectly the first time around. All right, on the back side, we are going to just follow with what items we've used. And since these aren't perfectly symmetrical, they won't necessarily match up perfectly, but we can get them pretty close. So we're just going to keep following what we used so we can make this backside. And I will try to link these 4 sticker books down below, or at least give you the Happy Planner link so you can go find them. We have, what is this called? Coastal Cottage for 2 of them. We have Color Vibe, and we have Golden Garden. Okay, so this one isn't fitting as well, but sometimes we can turn things and find a different fit than what this one was, and that looks even better. So that's great. It really is a puzzle doing the back side of these, which is always really fun. Okay, so we'll grab this one, and that'll be okay. So we'll do it like that. Get the double strawberries. And we'll have to do them this way, I think. And this one's going to be turned as well, and that's okay. A little bit went over the strawberry image here, so I'm just going to trim the white part of the sticker so that we can see the full strawberry image. And then let's get one last slice of orange. There we go. Okay, so our first Dutch door is done. And if you're new to Dutch doors, you can always just do one Dutch door, make it a little bit further out over here, and then decorate the rest of the page. And that is a great first start at trying out Dutch doors without doing an overwhelming amount of them, like on top of each other. But I do love a full set of Dutch doors kind of water falling out. I think it's really, really pretty. Okay, so I want to mix up the different things. I want to merge all of them. So I think we're going to do a floral one next. I'm just trying to decide which set. I definitely want to use some of these round flower shapes in a minute, but first we'll use some of these. Oh, look at these tiny little ones. Those are so cute. Okay, so these will be great for one, maybe 2 doors down, Dutch doors down. But first, let's start with these. I think these are beautiful, and these are perfectly symmetrical. So this one is going to be really easy to do. So we'll do it like that. And this one has that matching one. Look at this. So easy for our Dutch doors. Okay, this one does not have a matching one, so we'll leave it for now. We're just going to grab the ones that are really easy to show you how great this can be. Okay, so put the ladybug here so it comes out a little bit more. Then we are going to put in another one of these in a second. Let's just, oh, too far over. Let's pull this one over here. Okay, now we'll get one of these. Maybe, if I can peel it up. All right. And we'll do it like this. Now this has a little bit thicker stuff than this, so I think let's put something right there. Let's do a small purple flower next to the larger purple flower. That'll look just fine. And then down here, these are not symmetrical, but I mean, they're symmetrical from side to side, but there aren't 2 of them. So we're going to turn it this way so I can use half and get the other half on the other side. And then I do need to put in something right there. So we'll just get another ladybug so it's not alone. I love that Happy Planner has some sticker books now that do have these mirrored images. It makes it so much easier. Okay, we need to save this piece. So I'm going to stick it to the side. And the greens work really well together. They pull the whole thing together. This ladybug red is the same color as that strawberry red. So even though they're different sticker books and slightly different art styles, like this one has more of a painted effect and this is more color block, they still work really well together because you have those matching colors. And these ones, we all have symmetrical stickers, so it should be so easy to lay down the matching item. Okay, my little cutting mat is not quite long enough, so I have to move it over like that. All right, there we go. Let's get the back side. Let's start with this one and just get it down. We may have to shift a few things based on if I cut this at the exact middle or not, like where the ladybug is. So we'll have that down first. All right, now we can do the rest of it. And now we just try to line it up perfectly so that things match. Okay, now this flower sticking out like that. A ladybug. I did not center it. There we go. All right, the red flower. The two purple flowers, so this one and then that one. Then the big green piece. Figuring out exactly where I had it like that. Okay, get it as close as possible. Perfect, and then a ladybug. So that is our first two Dutch doors. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. All right, so we have those things. Looking at all the stickers, I want to, okay, where are they? I want to just like point out and verbalize the things I want to use so that I remember, because if I don't say it, I might forget. Where are the stamp pieces? Here are stamps. I want to do kind of a collage with them on one of the pieces. We have 2 pages of stamps. We could do larger Dutch doors towards the back if we wanted to, or keep like the smaller stuff. These also would make really good Dutch doors because they're all the same shape, but I'm not sure if I want to use them in this spread because we've got all the mismatch shaped rather than really perfect repeating shapes. So we might not use that one, but I want to use all the stamps in this one. Okay. This one, I especially want to use, where are the ones that are cut out? Okay, these ones have a cutout in the middle too, so they're holes. So I could cut them out and have peekaboos in the page, and I think that would look really cool. So I think we're gonna do that one next, and then have something on the back behind it to have peekaboos. And the peekaboos might be great using some florals because we have, these ones are mirror imaged as well. And this is the Golden Garden sticker book. Okay, that's the plan. So we're gonna lay down some of these florals. We have 2 pages of them. So we're gonna pick some colors that'll look really good with this. And see, there's a hole in it. So I'll be able to cut them out with my gyro cut. So I'm just gonna lay down the first one here and then follow this shape. Does that make sense? So we do want to get the yellow in because there's a lot of like the yellow on the page. And this one has to go here. I also have to remember I can't use more than 8 because I need at least 8 on the other side. So I need to split up the colors I'm using so it's like not running out of, I don't want all the blues and dark ones on the back side, for instance. I want a good level, even spread between the back and the front. So we've got that. We'll keep the yellow. We need to use one of these ones. Though this one, I may not need to use all 8. This one doesn't match in color as well. I'd rather use this one because it matches more closely with that one. This is going to be so cool, I think. Okay, then we do need to choose one of these. I think this one for the front side will work better. Trying to lay it down so that I don't have to get another sticker down there. Now we just need one more here, and it's going to be a partial one. So we've used 5, so we're only going to use 6. So we'll need this one. Let's do the dark green because we do have green on the page, and we've got another dark green one, so that'll work well. Okay, so this one is going to be cut off at the top, which might be really interesting for the whole, but let's go for it. Okay. So we're going to have 2 things to cut out right now. We're going to cut out the center circle, which is actually probably going to be the toughest part of this because I have to cut it by hand. And I have to try to cut it very circular. We'll see how this goes. It may not be perfect circles, and that's okay. Let's start with the circles so that I don't... Yeah, let's start with the circles. And I'm going to go really slow on this. This one is definitely one that you wouldn't be able to use scissors for because you have to start in the middle of the page and you can't cut through, like because you're making this window. But I think it's a really cool effect. Okay, I am slightly going over some of the sticker by accident, but I'd rather go over it slightly than have a lot of extra white space because that might affect the image. I don't know. I don't know which I prefer, but I'm doing okay so far. Look at this. It's looking pretty good. It just is much slower than my normal cuts because I'm trying not to have issues. Oh, this one's not as good though. Having a full Dutch door with a set of windows in it, that is so cool. So we'll have to make a wide Dutch door kind of that has, oops, gotta move this, has the image, oh, that one didn't pop out all the way. I'll get that. We will have to make sure that the image behind has like something to fill these windows, as well as that one needs more help, as well as something on the outside so we can make the last Dutch door, because I think we'll be able to fit one more Dutch door in here. Come on out. Oh, thank you. Okay, this one we kind of mangled a little bit. Let's just trim that whole bit up. Okay, so if you're looking at this, then this is going to go like that. So we'll want to make sure that we have some images over here as well when we do it. But now we need to cut this part. So let me just clear off all the circles. Okay, cutting mats. This is a Cricut Joy sized cutting mat, though you can get any. I originally got them at the Dollar Tree. And then I found a set at Journal Say, but you can find cutting mats everywhere. These ones are slightly sticky, which you need to de-stick it a little because they come really sticky for the Cricut. But you want it just a little bit sticky because you want to be able to have your page kind of sit without ripping when you pull it back up. But you want it to have a little grip so your page isn't shifting as you're cutting. You want it to be pretty secure. So a little bit of sticky helps hold it down so that you can do this, which is pretty cool. You can, of course, just use a regular cutting mat, though it won't have that sticky grip. And you may have to hold your paper down more firmly so that it doesn't shift as you're cutting. Okay. This was definitely the hardest of the pages to create because of all these cuts. But the back side should be fairly simple. There were a few that we cut off a tiny smidge of the sticker, so we might have to trim a little bit, but that's pretty cool. There we go. All right, let's see what we can do. Oh, nice, that little piece. We'll do that green one last. Let's just get some colors down. It really doesn't matter what order that we put the colors in. You might see my hair in this. I'm going to be leaning in to try to line this up as perfectly as possible. It's going to be difficult. The hardest part is going to be lining this up. Okay, we got a little thing there. Good enough. It's not going to be exactly perfect, and we just have to accept that and be okay with it. Perfectionist tendencies, please go away right now. But we're going to do our best. Okay, I'm kind of breaking these up because I know that there are some darker colors on the back, so I'm just trying to make sure not all the reds and pinks are right next to each other. There we go. All right, we do need the yellow. I know I want that one in here to help pull things together. There we go. And here we'll do the blue, and then we'll do that green up top. Okay. That was off. Let's try again. Good enough. All right, so as you can tell, the back side is not quite as perfect as the front side, and that's okay. That happens. This is very difficult to line up because you want the circle to be as lined up as possible, but you also want to line up the flower bits, the little petals. Okay, let's trim that. Okay, so the question is now, what do we do? I think we need to use the Golden Garden sticker book because I wanted to use all these different ones. So we're just going to have to pick. Oh, I loved these ones for like a lighter color in there, but maybe we save those. Oh, we already did use this one a little bit. Oh yeah, we used that here. Do we need fruit now, or should we do big flowers? Do we need fruit? Do we need more fruit? We have these. We could do more of these. We could do larger fruit. We could do even larger fruit. We could do a mixture. We could merge them. We could do fruit and flowers. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. We have some mirror images here. And we are going to make sure that we get some in here and get some stuff coming out here, right? So like, we just did a blue flower. Let's do... Let's do, not all of these are mirror images. Let's just add one more blue flower sticking out like this. So it's kind of like this little thing. And then let's grab, these two appear to be fairly close to mirror images. Maybe not exact, but decent. Let's put that one, move it up a little bit. We'll add some little things to the gaps as we need to fill this out. These are mirror images, so we'll add a little floral like that. Then let's get another floral. The pink inside the blue will look really nice. And then we can add a couple more flowers next to it. You know, we've got a yellow one. I really like this big strawberry cluster, but I think it might be too big. So these aren't perfectly symmetrical, but they'll do. And also we're probably gonna fill stuff around it, so it may not need to be symmetrical anyways. Let's add that little one and then something there. Maybe just another strawberry. And it's not going to come too far out from this one, but maybe we should put some little things there. Okay, here are some very symmetrical ones. We did pink, we did blue. How about the beige one right in the middle here? We just need to fill that gap, so we can put that there. Beautiful. And then we had red one. Do we want a lemon? I think we should do a lemon. This lemon and that lemon. So we'll do this one on this side. There we go. Okay, now I feel like we could add just a little bit right here if we have something little. We have blue all the way down at the bottom. What if we just add one more blue flower like right here? We might be able to reuse the other part on the other side. And then let's put a singular cherry. Let's do the one with the leaf coming out on this side. We can use this one on the other side. It'll be pretty close. Now if we could get something right there and right there. Do we have any more of those ladybugs? Or just little blob flowers, little purple ones to bring, even though it's a different color purple, bring the purple into the spread. And this will have a little gold foil on it, but that's okay. All right, then lastly, just filling these gaps. So let's just find something. So many good flowers in here for things. Since we've used some purple, we'll just add in another purple. And we have yellow up there, but nowhere else. So let's add one more yellow right here. So this area just isn't too skinny. There we go. All right. Just gonna trim these, and I'm gonna save this blue flower just in case I can use it on the other side. I'm not sure. I don't know that we'll be able to use this piece, but sometimes it's good to keep extras just as in case you need a filler. So I'll put it to the side too. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Okay. Cannot pick up my stuff. All right. So I'm getting my filming done. It is absolutely pouring today. which is really good. We have been worried about the mountains and it being a pretty dry winter and how bad fire season might be, August, this year. And so to have it be just like absolutely pouring today is really, really good. But it makes me in the mood just to like curl up with a book and have hot chocolate or draw or something, and getting this done and then going to physical therapy, which I do on a regular basis. And then that's the plan for the whole afternoon. So super, super fun. Good day. All right, we are going to fit things in. And you know what? We don't have to be exact on all the other things that we've done. We just have to get the edges to where they match up. And then besides that, we can really do whatever we want. So we'll have to fill something there, but it doesn't need to be a lemon just like that. But we could do a lemon just like that because it makes it easy. We have this one. Let's see how this one fits. Going this way. Yeah, perfect. We need the red flower, which I think is back here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. I do kind of like following what's happening here just because it does make it easier, but you don't have to. Oh, that one is with this page. I was like, where is it? Okay. Purple flower. This was way up here. It's just a little puzzle sometimes to get this all done. We may have to use a gold flower or a yellow flower on the other one, and that'll be okay. All right, get the strawberry. Let's put it this way so it fits better because that strawberry is slightly larger. Okay, we're just gonna fit these in. These aren't the exact flowers, but they'll do. And then we've used up some of the space for the leaf for this, so let's figure something else out in a moment. We'll first go grab, oh, here's a purple flower without the foil on it. That'll do for this one. And I definitely do want to use the other blue flowers because those were gorgeous and I like them. So this one goes here. We're just flipping it around to make it fit the best that it can. And this one should fit in perfectly with that little one. There we go. Okay. Now we do want to make this a little bit wider. So let's just go for getting some things and go for it. We do want to grab some fruit too. So let's put that one there. And then, oh, I love the big strawberry patch. We won't have room for the orange, but I like this one. Okay, now that's a lot of red right here. So let's get something else here. And we can get like little things right there and right there, if we can find any tiny little things. Okay. Let's just put that one like that. And just thinking, let's grab a purple one that'll fit here. What do I want right there? Oh, wait. Another tiny little one. Yeah, that works perfectly. Okay, this. Maybe I do have space for an orange. Maybe an orange goes there because we need some orange color in this. There. Okay, that's great. There's our last Dutch door page. Yeah, I really don't think we can add any more to this spread. We need to create the front and back part of it. So we made 4 Dutch doors on this one. That is so much fun. Okay. So I do want to use, let's see, where were they? The stamps. These along here to make a collage. And I want to put something back here. So let's go ahead and make the collage first. We will grab just a thin black tape for this one. And we will have it go about here. We're going to have a very large collage here. Because I love when the whole thing is decorated when it's open from anywhere rather than seeing writing peeking out from behind. And you totally don't have to do that. You can have yours start over here. But in my personal journal, I kind of prefer to not see the writing of previous pages on other pages. Thus why I have like a huge section here. Okay, and now we're just going to take stickers and make them fit in like a collage wall. And this one's going to be hard because they're not all the same size. We're going to have to fit things in and change things up, and it's going to be a little bit weird. So I'm just going to start laying stuff down. We're going to trim everything at the end, and it's going to be lovely. So we're just going for it. We might fit something small right there in a minute. Oh wait, idea. I could probably do this without having to trim down the whole thing. Oh, this one matches my nail color perfectly. Okay. Just like that. And then actually, I could use the other side of this over here. I'm gonna offset it slightly so that they're not both starting right at the top of the page. This one will start, you know, off the page. Okay, again, we'll be trimming everything at the end. We're just trying to fit stuff in. Let's grab a few that don't have the foil on it as well, because I don't want everything to be foily. Okay, I need something skinnier there first. Ooh. Just playing the puzzle game of trying to make everything fit together. Let's see. And some of the images that we use might be the same because we've got a lot of leaves, we've got a lot of flowers, but they're all different sized and fitting in together. So it works. We're going to trim it a little bit more. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay, what haven't we used yet? We haven't used these big strawberries. We're going to put them, we're going to fit something right there first. Like this one. And then put this down here. Okay. Let's get another foiled one in. We haven't used this design yet. And again, there may be gaps. There may be little pieces that we need to fill that don't quite fit. So we may have to figure something out because all of these pieces are different colors. And so that's really different than how I normally do collages. This one here, and we have this piece that we'll save. to put somewhere. And then let's do this one right here. That makes for a very tiny thing right there. Do I want to do that? Maybe I don't. Maybe I want to put this one here. Okay, so images. We haven't used this yet. And that kind of fits perfectly there, which means this one we need to have over the edge to kind of pull it all together. Are there any images we haven't used yet? We did a small lemons. We did that one. Okay, let's do a larger lemons and put it over like this. And then we'll go from there. Okay. I feel like this is just going to have to fit there. Then maybe like a singular square one. What can we fit? Oh, we don't have double orange. Oh, no, we do have double oranges. Okay, wait. Is there anything we haven't used yet? We used that. Because we're just going to have to pick one that we've already used. So let's pick, wait, this one's a different color background, though it's the same image. See, we used that and this. At least with a different color, it just looks a little different. Okay, so we're going to call that good other than that tiny space. And I saw off of this orange is one of those tiny little flowers. So I'm going to trim that and put it there. And it's not a stamp, but it fills the gap. And now we need to trim all this. So 2 along here to trim. There we go. Then all of this to trim. It's easier sometimes from the back side so you can see exactly where the sticker is. Okay. Look at how cool that looks. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put one last tiny thing right here to get a tiny visual of a stamp like being there. Even though we don't see anything, I think it'll just pull it together that much more. Look at that. That is so cool. Okay, now we need something back here. So we have fruit, florals, frames, and we have all these cool stamps to see behind it, and then floral fruit. So I don't really want to do another collage on the back. I just want some big kind of stickers going down. I feel like these are going to be the easiest and the best to use because we have a lot of space to fill. Look at that. Okay. I do love these mirror imaged ones. They're great, but we'll save them for another time. Okay, we have those two. They're slightly different colors though. We also can grab, let's grab these from the You Were Made to Bloom sticker. Don't be afraid of sticker surgery. Always a good way to get exactly the sticker you want. Okay. Okay, now these are slightly differently done, but we have used the purple flowers. We have used the yellow flowers in pieces in here. And the pink is not out of line, nor is the red. So let's do the yellow first because we want to break up the various colors. And then we had pink all the way up here, so let's use a pink one. And all I'm doing is making sure that it goes at least to the edge of the Dutch door. And something small right here is all we need. Purple. We could get a tiny something right there. What about just a little tiny bit of gold flower? Okay. So with that, we look at this. Does anything look a little empty? We had that gold flower there. We have some gold foil here. So let's just put one gold one here, and then I think we're fine. All right, so we trim it and get boxes down. Woohoo. All right, so as a reminder, all these items are available at Happy Planner right now. Links are down below. They are affiliates, so they help me out at no extra cost to you if you choose to shop. As you're looking at all the sticker books, I received a bunch of them, but not all of them. There are spring release and fall release are the biggest releases of the year for Happy Planner. So there are going to be a ton of stickers releasing right now, as well as July start planners and accessories and all sorts of stuff. So if you're looking at sticker books, just look for things that either have mirror images or fairly rounded edges, because those are easy to use in your Dutch doors. So this is all the Dutch doors. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Now we do need to lay down boxes, and I do want to use this one's going to have the boxes. These, because I feel like these colors are going to work best across the whole page. So let's go find the largest box I can find, if I can find a large box. Here we go. Those are pretty big. These are nice. Okay. All right. So let's grab a yellow one. Let's grab a little noted box. And looking at these colors, let's grab the lemon one. Okay, so we are gonna layer them. And this has a really nice spot right here because of this flower sticking out. So we're gonna do it there, and I can either cover over the notes and plans or put it to the side. I think we'll cover over the notes and plans because this is my journal. So I don't need it to say notes and plans for my journal because I'm writing about my day. So I'm gonna layer it like this so that I just cover that bar. Great. Okay. Then now that we did reddish over here, let's kind of do blue over here. This blue matches that flower well, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it up here to make it offset. And then we can add this one in over here. Might as well just leave the notes and plans in this one if I don't find something to cover it, because, you know, we don't always find the exact right sticker. So I'm just looking for what I might want. And I can look, oh, smaller ones here, haha. Okay, let's just keep with the blue over here. All right, so we've got our kind of red and yellows and our blues, and let's move over. Okay, this one adds a little bit of decoration to the page without like having to put down a decorative sticker. So we're just doing that. It's layering over these over the floral shapes because we can't get too close to the edge. And let's do some smaller boxes on this one. We have less space. I love all the little like textures that they've added on these boxes and things. They're really nice. Okay, so we'll just layer it like that. That looks fun. And then this one, let's go ahead and use this big today sticker. That works perfectly with it. And let's add a little yellow one. I like to use the small boxes for the date. And then with that, let's leave it like that. I think that's fine right there. Okay. This one's a little greenish to go with that. That looks nice. I don't want the to-do lists. How do we feel about the red foil? Maybe, maybe not. This can nicely cover one of these corners. Sure, okay. So we're gonna do it like that. These are for monthly calendars, so they don't cover the date, but if you wanna use it and don't like that line, you can just cover it up like this. And then what would look nice with that? Let's do a blue. Just put it out here. Cool. All right, let's do something similar over here. And we can go with a yellow one this time. As you can see, I like to do sets of 3 boxes. I think it looks really nice. That's just kind of what I end up doing most of the time. And again, I'm going to cover over that corner. Let's just go with 2 here because the third one won't fit layered over onto this side very easily. I could put one here, but I'd probably cover up the ladybug. All right, this one I'd probably journal across the whole page. This one, it's getting close, but this one I'd do 1 page, this one I'd do 1 page. So there are full boxes somewhere. I saw them. Here. So we're gonna use these ones on some of the pages and go across the page. So I'm gonna try to make it straight first, maybe. And then push into the center and close it. And now it's nicely across that center fold. And let's get, oh, I think this green one will look good with the green here. So that'll be for the date. And I think that's good on that one. We'll do one more big one here. We'll do this one. And I'm gonna put it more to this side so that since this is a big sticker that has like half of it or just over half of it for use and then decoration on the rest of it, making sure that the writing part is all on one side. Not totally necessary, but nice to do. All right. And then lay it out like this. All right. And there we go. That looks so cool. Right here. I want to put something right there. Do we have like another ladybug or something small? Where did it go? Right here. This one, I think. Yeah, there we go. That fills that little gap. All right. This is our final spread using Happy Planner stickers. I love how this Dutch door spread turned out with all these little windows in here. That is just like the cutest. Okay. Anyways, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Go check out that Happy Planner spring release if you're interested. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.